So you're here for a reason.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind when we're done doing this.
Okay.
So everything in this recording studio is extremely important, but there are two pieces that are really more important than anything else. This piece right here is a Neve 1073. They're very hard to find, and if you do find it, it's very pricey. They go for approximately $18,000 for one. This Neve right here, David Grohl used from Foo Fighters, Nirvana, Teen Spirit, Alicia Keys, Dr. Dre. Every song that ever made history is from this Neve right here. What it does is it amplifies your vocal more than anything in the world. It gives it power. So if you're singing, if you're rapping, if you have a guitar, you would take your vocals and or your guitar and you would run it through this Neve right here. And you crank up the volume like Marty did from Back to the Future. You could look at it this way. If you're at a concert and you have all these rows, 20th row, 19th row, 18th row, move up to the 5th row, this Neve puts your vocal in the very first row. These are extremely priceless when it comes to the studio. Unfortunately, they made fake Neves and they have duplicates. You need the original. That Neve is worth more than probably your life.
How do you know it's the real one?
Because it cost me real $18,000. And it sounds amazing. The bottom, it's like when you have a kick. When you record songs, the average person records a song in a computer. And that's cheap. There's that saying, you get what you pay for. So when you record the song in a computer, you have a meter that's like this, and it's going boom, boom, your kick, boom, boom, boom. With my meter and this Neve, it just made the meter this big. So my kick is going boom, 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 boom. And that's for everything. When you record a snare in a computer program, the snare goes boom, boom, ch, boom, boom, ch. When you put the snare through this Neve, now it's boom, boom, ch, boom, boom, ch. It just hits completely harder. If you go to YouTube and type in David Grohl 60 minutes, he even mentions and states in so many words that he would not be here probably if it wasn't for that Neve right there. He has like 32 of them. I could only get my paws on 2 of them, but I cannot emphasize how powerful those Neves are for everyone in the recording industry. If you walk into a recording studio and don't have at least one of these Neves, I would run and get the fuck out. So this piece right here is worth more than my girlfriend and my mom put together.
You're terrible.
There is going to be never a piece on planet Earth that does what this machine does. So if you listen to a song in the 80s and in the 90s, it was more relaxing to our ears. It was more smooth. Problem we have right now in this day and age with recording is we are not AI. We are not robots. We are humans. We have an analog vocal. So our analog vocal does not go on a computer. The majority of the world is recording their vocals on a cheap computer program. And it's annoying. It sounds harsh. It's cheap. It's plastic. There's no excitement. There's no dynamics. It should be a Class A misdemeanor to record your vocal on a computer program. Now, the sales representatives are going to say, well, I have a good interface for you. A job of a salesman is to sell you something. That's his motive. I'm doing this just because I want to hear what people genuinely could sound like. And this tape right here is the magic. So the problem is a roll of tape costs $500. Me being who I am, I'm not charging that. I'm doing that for free.
Why?
Because I'm tired of hearing people record their vocals on a cheap computer program. I have had so many people come to me saying, hey, I went to this guy, he said he had a recording studio, and I walk in and I see his bed. And all he had was 2 speakers and a freaking computer program. Can you fix this? I'm like, no, I can't fix it because you're asking me to fix a piece of shit. I can't do it. So you need to come here and start fresh. So this machine is fresh. All right, cut. One of the problems that we have with music today is everyone is recording their vocals on a piece of shit computer program. And the problem with that is not only does it sound cheap, plastic, there's no entertainment, there's no dynamics, there's no excitement. It's just flat and it's harsh. Every single time you record on a computer program, it's just hard on the ears. So if you listen to a song from the 80s or the 90s or even the 70s, it was more relaxing on the ears to the listener. It was more smooth on the ears to the listener. And the average person has absolutely no idea. I always get these questions asked from me, from artists. How do you make your vocals sound so smooth? How did you do that with him? Well, it wasn't fully me. It was this piece right here. This is 2-inch tape. This is what Whitney Houston used. This is what Dr. Dre used when he really had true hit songs. This is what Guns N' Roses used. This is what pretty much every and any hit song that you have ever heard of in your life used. Bon Jovi used this. Metallica. Now, when Metallica went into a recording studio, I don't think they said, and I wasn't there, but I do know people who were part of their sessions. They didn't say, we want this, we want this, we want that. The equipment was just there back then. You either went into a real recording studio or you didn't go into any studio at all. So every studio had a 2-inch tape machine. It's easier on your voice. Look at it this way. People have compressors for vocals and guitars. This tape machine has a natural compressor. And there's nothing that's going to beat this tape machine. You listen to 93.9 Delilah, all the songs practically, most of them, it's a multi-million-dollar radio station because all she does is play the hits from the good old days. I like Adele. I think she's amazing. I think she's talented. But her vocal is so hard to listen to. And it's not because she sucks. It's because they record her vocal into a computer program. I like Taylor Swift. I think she's amazing when it comes to her writing skills. I think she's a great Christian. She's just a fun soul. She's really talented. Her vocal, I guarantee you, if she came here, or if she just found someone else who had this machine with the other stuff that I have, Taylor Swift would tell me, I'll give you $1 million for your equipment. And I would tell Taylor, I can't do it, but you can come here. I want to show you what I can do with you. Every single time someone comes here, they always come back. They never go back to that computer program. Again, We're humans. Humans are analog. We belong in an analog world. We don't belong in the digital world. So when you have the AI, that's a robot. That's a digital domain. It goes to another digital domain when you're recording it. We're not AI. We belong here. So this is worth more than your life too.
I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah. Okay, so I did say you're here for a reason.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready for what?
All right, look at the mic. I want you to do this.
Okay.
You're still in high school. Go ahead.
Okay.
I think everyone is still in high school. So everyone who's an adult right now, I still think they're in high school. I'm working on a song called You're Still in High School. And you have one of the most annoyingest voices I've ever heard in my life. So anytime anyone does something stupid or immature, I want you to take your finger and say, "You're still in high school."
You're still in high school.
Do it again.
You're still in high school.
One more time.
You're still in high school.
Okay, now I want you to go,
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, you do. You do it all the time. You whine all the time. Okay, now I want you to do,
I can't do it like you.
"Hey, why don't you whine about it?"
Hey, why don't you whine about it?
All right, do it louder though. Do it normally like you normally do.
Okay.
"Hey, why don't you whine about it?"
Hey, why don't you whine about it?
Yeah, but do it again without laughing.
I can't. It's so
Then
retarded.
the store is gonna close. The store is gonna close. "Hey, why don't you whine about it?"
Hey, why don't you whine about it?
All right, more natural with the Get louder with the Look into the mic too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wait, what am I supposed to say?
"Hey, why don't you whine Hey, why don't you whine about it?"
Hey, why don't you whine about it?
One more time.
This is so good.
More energy. Come on, the thrift store's closing.
Okay. I'm sweating. Hey, why don't you whine about it? Hey, why don't you whine about it?
Yeah. All right, one last time.